This morning we're going to talk about the craps layout. The craps layout, the left side is a complete mirror image of the right side. The game does look a little confusing, but once you understand the layout, it'll make it a lot simpler. There's various bets you can make. It's kind of interesting with this game because you've got the best odds and the worst odds in the same game at the same time. So we'll explain that later. But for right now, you have a pass line bet that you can make. Or if you want to go against the shooter, you can bet the don't pass, which we'll explain both of those later. The field bet is a very interesting bet. It looks all of these numbers, the 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11. If you hit one of those, it pays you. But is that a good bet or a bad bet, which we'll explain in a later video. Then we move over to the come bet, which is basically just like the pass line bet, and we'll explain that at a later date also. All the numbers up here, the 4, the 5, the 6, the 8, the 9, and the 10, are known as box numbers. And the box numbers can place bets, which we'll go into betting strategies and how to do that in a later video. The don't come is just the opposite of the come bet, which will be explained later. The big 6 and 8, is that a good bet or a bad bet? Well, we'll tell you in a later video. Let's move over here to the prop bets. Starting over here, the C&E, which is craps 11, high vig bet. The bets here, the proposition bets, the ones in the red, the one in the yellow. All the red bets are a one-roll bet. The ones in the yellow are the hard ways, they're prop bets. We'll explain the vig on those also later. The big 7 right here, big red is called, that's probably the highest vig on the table. In here, it doesn't depict what this area is. A lot of tables do, some don't, but this is where the hop bets would go. And a hop bet's a single roll bet. Let's talk about the dice. There's a bowl with generally 5 dice in it. Ours has 6. Then the stick. The stick man uses a stick to retrieve the dice. And then there's a mirror on the table where the box man who sits over here, he controls the game, but he's looking in the mirror. When you have the dice in your hand, he can see behind your hand and see what you're doing with the dice. Most people don't even know that, that there's even a mirror there. Also, over here, we have the minimum bet signs, and it will tell you the minimum bet at the table, in this case, is $5, and then 3 times, 4 times, 5 times of the odds, which we'll explain that in a later video. The puck, off and on. When the puck is off, you can place your bets. When the puck is on, that means there's a point established, and whatever number's rolled, the puck goes to the on to that number. The chips in here is the house or casino bank. The chips that are over here on the right and left side of the table are known as the working stack. These are the chips that the dealers pay you out of. When he runs out, he gets more out of the bank. And that will end video 1, and looking forward to meeting you on video 2.